What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Boundless Perception YouTube channel. And today we're back with an old school classic Thresh's lantern, but with a whole different spin on it. And that is, we made it a lot larger. So let's check it out. Let's go ahead and assemble it and look at the differences. So let's hop to it. Alright guys, so as you know, today we're going to be fixing up Thresh's lantern. If you've been following the channel for a while, you will know that this right here was literally one of the first items I ever 3D printed. I don't know exactly when I released that video. I should go back and look at that, but it was a very long time ago. Very first item that I ever used lights on that, you know, I've had to figure out, this is it. And you can see, not the largest item, but it was, you know, nice for whatever time it was. Well, I was thinking, I really like Thresh because I still play League of Legends even though I don't play support anymore. And I was like, I really like this item and I want to make it bigger. And my girlfriend told me, you need to get a lamp in your room, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, you know what? Instead of buying a lamp, I want to make a lamp, or more specifically, a lantern. And come into play Thresh's much, much larger lantern. It comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces that we're gonna have to assemble here. But fortunately, all the pieces are flat, so they glue together very easily, you know, just using good old E6000. And then we plan to illuminate this little orb here with a puck light. Just got this off of Amazon. That is right here, just LED puck light, under cabinet light. It's not as bright as I want. I'll show you guys that at the end, but it does get the job done. Then we're going to use tri-magnets. These are neodymium, however you say that word, magnets. And we're going to be putting 2 in each of the bases, and then hopefully keeping it together like so. So that when we're finally done, I can give you guys a quick look. It will look something like this, with the ball sitting right there, this sitting on top, and then the whole lantern going together like so. And you can see this compared to this, much, much larger. We actually have the lock. It's sitting outside. It's drying right now because I spray painted it. I went ahead and saved you guys that. You know, spray painting, not that amazing. Everyone knows how to do it. So what we're gonna go ahead and do right now is glue together basically all of these pieces. And then we're gonna go ahead and glue together the base because these pieces aren't gonna move. And then in these 4 corners, we're gonna go ahead and drill holes in the underside of this, drill holes, and hopefully assemble this whole thing. So let's hop to it. All right, so it's been a few hours, and as you can see, it is all glued together, as we did use an ample amount of glue. So now we're gonna go ahead and pin this piece on top. It is important to make sure that they line up because all the pieces do look similar. They are actually a little bit different, so they fit differently on each corner. We're good to go here. I'm gonna go ahead and drill in some holes and then try to use these neodymium magnets or whatever to basically make it so this base part is removable and you can just, you know, snap it into place whenever you want so that if you needed to, you could change out the battery on your light. So let's hop to it. While our glue is drying over here on our magnets, we can go ahead and get the rest of the prop ready. And that is actually putting the key or the lock, whatever, onto the lantern. Now, this is gonna take a bit of finessing as the hole is only that big, and I basically have to stretch it without breaking it to getting into place. Done this before on the smaller one, which is over here, but it was a lot easier when it was thinner. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, and then all we'll have left to do is drill holes in the bottom base here so that our magnets can connect like so, and we're good to go. So let me manhandle this into place and I'll show you guys that. So as you guys can see, I was successfully able to get that in place. Wasn't actually as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Getting the lock onto the ring was way more difficult, but since the lock, the lock and the ring right here are a lot thicker than the actual top of the lantern here, it makes sense that this one right here was easier than getting that one into place. But anyways, now we're just gonna wait for our glue to finish drying, and then we will add in our light and our base. So, see you guys in a few hours. So to get these two pieces to line up with the magnets, what I went ahead and did was put the extra two magnets that are gonna basically attach to the magnets that I inserted into here on top. And then my idea is what I'm gonna do is put a bit of paint on each of these, perfectly set down the lantern on top, and then we'll have paint which shows exactly where we should drill. At least that is my plan. So let's see how this goes. We're just gonna put a drop on here, a drop on here. Come on, yep, a drop on there, and a drop on here. There we go. And then I went ahead before, I did this, I made sure that this lines up like so. And now we're just going to drop these pieces down like so. And there we go. That gives me a good idea of exactly where I should be drilling. And then we take it off and bam. Hopefully you guys can see that. There we go. We have four little holes, well, four little blobs that show exactly where we should drill. All right, so it's been a few hours and our magnets have actually, set and everything in the glue, but unfortunately they are a little bit too strong and they ripped one of the other whatever out of the socket. So what we're gonna do, my next attempt is to actually try using some resin. We're gonna go ahead and coat the top with resin. Resin is extremely strong and hopefully it will just, make a nice layer or whatever that it cannot rip the magnet out of. At least that's my plan. So we're gonna give that an attempt and I'll let you guys know how it goes. All right guys, so I had to go back and apply a bit more resin, but I would like to report that it successfully snaps together. You have to line it up a little bit just to make sure that's in place, but with the magnets on there, as you guys can see, it does not slide off. So that is definitely a success. And well, for the last part of this entire Thresh lantern project, we have to put in this LED puck light. Right here, it takes 3 AA batteries and it's controlled by a remote. So as you can see, it turns on like so, and then you can dim it, medium brightness, and then the highest brightness. There we go. And then of course you can change the colors, or you could have it do like a color wheel pattern, whatever you want. So we're gonna go ahead, pop this bad boy off, get the orb, place it underneath, and then just like that, it snaps on top. So let me show you what this looks like actually in the dark, as it looks a lot better than with all the lights on. So 1 second. All right, so this is how we look. Not absolute darkness, but complete in more darkness as it is still kind of light outside. But if I switch it to red, say green, white, blue, that's what we look like. And just for comparison, you guys can see the original small one right here beside it. So we have come a long way in terms of size between the two of these. And I'm definitely loving the way that this project came out. All right, so there you guys have it, our new and improved Thresh lantern, much larger than the original. This one is about 17 inches and this one is about 3.5, 4 inches. So it's, basically more than 3 times the size of this one. And I mean, this one would easily fit inside of this one. So definitely loving the way this came out. I'm loving that I can use the remote to actually change the colors of the lights, and this one just has to stay green. This was the original prototype, and now this one is replacing it. I'm probably gonna end up putting it either back here in the background of some of my videos. As you guys can see, most of my completed props are back here. So this one may go there, or it may go in my other room. I don't know yet, we'll figure that out. But Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As you can see, bigger is definitely better. I'm going to for sure be offering this in my Etsy store along with my Shopify store. It'll be 10% off in my Shopify store, so if you guys would like to purchase one, feel free to head over there and select the larger option. Again, thank you guys so much for checking out this episode. I will link everything that I used if you do in fact want to get your own and make your own. And as always, stay tuned for much more cosplay related content. Until next time, stay boundless. See you all. Bye-bye.